Hey everyone, putting on my lipstick because I like it. Hope everybody's having a great evening, day, night, whatever it is. I'm just here to chat about whatever y'all want to chat. Bleh. I'm trying to say chat and talk at the same time, coming out with tack and chalk. I hope you guys want to come and chat about whatever you want to talk about, is what I was trying to say. Anyway, so today was an interesting day. It was a day of firsts for me. Um, I was talking to my foster mom earlier. Those of you who don't know, she had a very serious operation like about 4 or 5 years ago, in which they literally pulled her organs out of the lower half of her body, put them on a table, decided which ones weren't fused together and rotten, and put those back in her and threw the rest in the garbage, literally. And then sewed her back up again after reattaching the organs that they could. As a result of this, my foster mom almost died. It was a very serious operation. Everything was just literally fused together. That's the best way I can say it. And I was on the phone with her husband, my foster father, and he was very upset because the nurse who was supposed to be taking care of her had not given her her painkiller in like 12 hours. And my foster mom was in so much pain she couldn't communicate that she needed her painkiller. So she was just in intense pain for all these hours, and pain that could have killed her, literally. We're very thankful that God intervened, and somehow Papa was able to talk to one of the nurses and get her her pain meds, and she's alive today. But as a result of having all of her organs removed, a bunch of her organs removed, she can't digest food like she used to be able to. So she can't just eat whatever she wants. Sometimes she can eat certain things and sometimes she can't. And it causes her all kinds of digestive issues and whatever. Today, I guess, well, actually, 3 times she told me she got the retinal shot in her eye. Like they give you a shot in your eye and do something. I don't know what they do, but when your retina is damaged, there's this procedure they do where they take a needle and give you a shot in the eye. Several shots, I guess. And I have a friend that had that done, and I guess they did both of her eyes a couple days ago or whenever. And I was like, oh, heck no, that's not happening to me. And the more I hear about people getting diabetes, high blood pressure, all these health problems, the more darn determined I am to be healthy. I hate needles. I don't like doctors, don't like medicine, don't like being sick or down or debilitated in any way, shape, or form. And this just gives me inspiration to keep on doing what I'm doing and do it even more extreme. Um, Now, I'm not saying anybody else should do this or needs to do this or whatever, but it's how I am. And her husband, Papa, my foster father, was joking over the phone with me, saying, every time I talk to your mother, she's on a different diet. I said, well, good. I'm not the only one. That seems to be the going joke on YouTube is, hey, Dee Dee, how are you doing? And what diet are you on now? you know? So, it made me feel like not so alone because she's going through the same exact thing. And it was nice because I was able to talk to her about my own efforts right now in weight loss. And I'm about to tell y'all another facet of my efforts. Um, I've been watching a lot of documentaries, and actually, I've been doing this over a period of years, not just recently. So this isn't, oh, well, Dee Dee saw a movie and then went radical on us. No, I've been watching this stuff for a while, and I've been watching the celebrities for a while talk about these things. And yesterday, when I had my live chat, somebody made a good point. I don't know if they're here right now, but they said, well, you said that you're going vegetarian or not eating meat, but fish is meat too. It's still an animal. And I thought about that. And they had a really good point. And I wanted to argue it with them. And then I thought, what am I arguing? And why am I arguing? I've had goldfish. That's a living, breathing animal. Yes, they breathe with gills, but they still breathe, which means they are still a sentient being. So if I'm really going to be radical about not wanting to eat animals, then I don't need to be eating animals. So I decided that to the best of my ability, I am going vegan completely. I haven't started it yet. I will be starting probably fully by the time we get our next bit of food stamps, because we just literally went shopping for food and bought a whole bunch of stuff that's obviously not vegan. But what I did do was I put all the fish that I had in a bag. I decided on having one last meal of fish just to say goodbye to my whole eating lifestyle of eating animals. I ate lunch today. I had scallops and I had the last package of my artificial lobster meat, which I found out by reading the back of it as I was eating it, that it actually had lobster in it. Hence, I ate a giant sea cockroach today. Not happy about it. And thankfully, I was also on a part of Noom where it tells you to be mindful of what you're eating, to close your eyes and taste what you're eating in your mouth and how it feels. And honestly, it felt kind of slimy. So I was like, okay, I think I can give this up. It kind of reminds me of eating like a wormy thing or something. So it's not going to be as hard as I thought to give up the fish. I kept telling all of y'all, oh, I'll never give up fish. I just can't see me ever doing that. Think I probably will. I think I probably have. Then I started watching some documentaries on do fish feel pain, and I don't really watch like the real gory details of how the animals are slaughtered anymore because I can't. I can't handle it. Hey, Grandma Ducky. Um, Grandma Ducky's quoting Leviticus at me here. And I don't really have a way to look it up, so hang on, Grandma Ducky. Let me look that up. Leviticus. It's probably something pro eating meat or something, I'm guessing, most likely. Hold on. Leviticus 11, 9, and 10. All right. 9 and 10. Let me see what it says here. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever hath fins and scales in the waters. Okay. Well, that's fine. And you can eat that if you want. I'm choosing not to. That's fine. I'm not going to try to preach that anybody else needs to do this. This is my decision and mine alone. I'm convicted about it. I feel fish have feelings. I feel that fish feel pain. To me, a fish is an animal. Anything that is an animal deserves to live. And I know that me not eating it does not mean it doesn't get killed, and that's sad to me, but there's nothing I can do about that. But I can choose not to ingest what has been killed, and I'm choosing to. So, that's fine. We can agree to disagree on my decision, but that's what I'm doing. What I did also find is there are a lot of celebrities who do not eat any type of animal product, do not wear any type of animal product, don't use any type of animal product, including eggs, dairy, and the like. So, thankfully, I live in this day and age where there are many useful substitutes for all of these things. Yeah, thanks, Hill. And I don't know the effect that'll have like in the long run on my health. I just know that oh, well, Grandma Ducky, where that comes from about you can't eat fish or meat or whatever, that would be more the Seventh-day Adventist teaching. They believe that people did not eat meat before the flood. After Noah's Ark and the flood and everything, then people began eating meat. Until that time, they did not. Adam and Eve did not eat the animals. They named the animals. They ate the fruit on the tree, and obviously they ate the fruit of other trees, but they did not eat animals. They didn't start eating animals till after the flood, and it was more of a permissive thing. Just as when God sent manna from heaven, the people said, "No, we don't want this stuff." In fact, they named it. What is it? They didn't want it. They wanted meat. So God sent them quail. So, okay, fine. If you're going to complain about it, you people are never satisfied. Here's some birds. Kill them and eat them. So to me, in my opinion, and many people's beliefs, it was more of a permissive thing. Also, with factory farming and the way that we treat animals, not we, but society treats animals and what they do to them to kill them and before they kill them often is absolutely cruel, like factory farming and stuff. But to me, it's just cruel anyway. It's cruel to kill animals. So that's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. And I'm well aware that people are going to go against me in it. But you know what? It's my body. What I put in it is my right. And if it helps my circulation and it helps my arthritis and gets rid of all that stuff, so I don't have to take pills and I don't have to see a doctor, more power to me. You put into your body what you want to put in it, and I'll put in what I want to put in mine. That's the way I look at it. But I am fully aware that I will have opposition. I'm expecting it. And I'm really not going to even use the Bible to argue my point. For the most part, I'm just going to say this is my choice. This is what I'm doing. Because frankly, I'm sick of being in pain. And yes, I think there is a link. My foster mom said the same thing. There very well could be a link to what you're eating. And yes, as far as animal products, animals go through pain. What do you think you take in when you eat them? You're taking in toxins from them being in pain from fear of all the stuff that's going to happen to them or is happening to them. I fully believe that. So yeah, I'm done with it. Anyway, also I credit it also to Cece, the one with the rooster and the chickens and the goat, our Cece on YouTube. I credit my decision largely to her rooster, her chickens, and her whole little farm family there that made me start looking at how am I going to eat this piece of chicken when I know there's a living, breathing rooster that we're playing with and having fun with on a channel. I can't do it. And then Sammy the Hammy pig, well, that wasn't hard for me because, well, I'm Jewish, so I don't eat pig anyway. But still, it wasn't hard for me to stick to that because I saw this cool this cool pig just with a big smile on his face and munching on lettuce and whatever. And I'm like, I could never kill him. He's beautiful. Why would I want to kill that beautiful pig or eat him? No, I couldn't. And I don't know. It's just my personal conviction, like I said. And I'm fine with standing by it while everybody either attacks me or goes against me or questions me or whatever. It's just what I'm going to do. What's up? What are you looking for?
The food stamp card.
Right here, honey.
I'm hungry for chicken nuggets. I'm gonna spend my last 10. Is there anything you want while I'm gone?
Hold on a minute, y'all. I gotta think a minute. What do I want? Yeah. See if there's a such thing as vegan cheese. And if there is any, get me some, please. Or cream cheese. Vegan cream cheese. It will be over in that dairy-ish aisle. Not dairy aisle, but. Yep, exactly. So I talked to Matthew. What?
Put my hat on.
Put your hat on? You want me to unravel it for you, or hang on, y'all? I gotta help my hubby. You want me to undo it? I got nails.
Yeah, and I need you to button it on.
Oh, snap it onto your coat. Are you okay? Like coherent?
Yeah.
Just wondered because you sound like you're a little out of it or something. Making sure you're gonna be okay on your bike ride.
I will be fine.
Okay, good. All right.
Lots of people drink and drive.
Mm-hmm. You didn't drink, though. Drink Pepsi, I guess. Time to grow a garden, Grandma Ducky says. I wish I could, Grandma Ducky, but it floods so bad here. I'm not really sure one will grow.
So
Anyway.
Vegan cream cheese?
Yeah, look for vegan cream cheese.
I got you.
All right. Anywho, this morning I told Matthew my decision, and I said, I prefaced it with, I want to check and see how much you're going to support me in this. Just how much you say you support me, and because he tells me that all the time. I support you. I don't agree with what you're doing. Blah 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 about whatever. So I thought this is definitely a test of whether he really supports me or not. I said, well, let's see if you support me in this, because this is going to be radical. I'm making a really major change here. And his opinion was, well, I support you as long as you don't tell me I can't bring animal products home and stuff, chicken or hamburgers or whatever. I said, that's fine. That's up to you. I'm just not eating them. I'm fine with it. One thing I'm very thankful about is I learned how to cook. Therefore, I can pretty much cook almost anything with any type of product. It doesn't have to be an animal product. I can make amazing salads. I can make pasta that doesn't have to have animal products in it. So I'm pretty happy about that. Oh, that's what I wanted to tell him too. Hold on a minute. I need to grab my phone. I'm going to tell him to get me some crumbles. I love those meatless crumbles. And I'm going to put them in some meals and stuff this week. All right. So what I was saying is I live in a really great day and age to make this decision, where there's so many substitutes for animal protein that I don't have to worry about, oh, well, I'm going to be deprived, or I can't have chili because I don't want it without meat. I'll just get veggie crumbles. It tastes just like meat to me. Because to me, it's more the texture than the flavor. I frankly don't like the flavor of most meats. So that's not an issue for me. I've never really liked meat. I've never liked the taste of it. Chicken, I'm just plumb sick of. We've been eating a lot of chicken, a lot of turkey, and I just don't like it. And it doesn't make me feel good. And the 2 times that I went without eating any animal products for 2 years, like 2 different years. Once was when I was a child. I was like maybe 11 years old or something. I grew up in the city of Buffalo, where my mom never told me that animals were killed. And for some reason, my little pea brain as a child didn't put 2 and 2 together and figure out that that steak inside the wrapper with the plastic on it was once a cow. I never knew that. And I'm being dead serious with you. I was a very simple-minded child. I didn't put things together of cause and effect. So I don't remember how I found out, but one day I found out that all of the meat that I was eating, all of the animals that I was eating as meat, were once living in a farm or, wherever. And I was furious. I was angry. And for a whole year, I did not touch any type of animal product at all. Now, I'm sure I ate butter and cheese and stuff like that still. Because I was a kid. I didn't know any correlation to animal butter, animal eggs. And I just didn't put that together. But I would not touch like a hamburger, steak, or anything like that for a year. And then eventually I ended up eating it again. And I don't remember how. I think my mom probably slipped a little bit of ground beef or something into, macaroni or something like that. And I just started eating it. But then, like years after that, I was married to my second husband, who was now my ex-husband. And for a year, I did not eat meat again. And I remember feeling so good. In fact, I'm going to go back and find those videos where I was doing that, because I just remember I never felt healthier in my life than when I was doing that. Yeah, I am nosy neighbor. So I just decided, like I said this morning, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it. It can't hurt. Right now, guys, my feet are so uncomfortable. My hands are so uncomfortable. I just want to feel good again. And maybe this will work, maybe it won't. If nothing else, it's maybe sparing, maybe not sparing an animal, but sparing me from being part of that destroying of animals or eating of animals. So, yeah. I mean, I don't understand directly how a vegan is really helping the cause of animals being slaughtered. I don't really get how that works. I just know I feel better about doing this, so I'm going to. And my friend Hillary here has been doing it for a while, other than fish. She hasn't eaten meat, I'm pretty sure, in years. So at least I have a friend I can kind of, walk with um, through this. Hang on, I'm going to tell him. All right. Yeah, I know about taking supplements, definitely. Supply and demand. That's how vegans save animals. Okay. Well, uh, wow, nosy neighbor. Awesome. Maybe you can send me some recipes or talk to me more about it. I'd love to hear from you about that. Um, so yeah, I just know I felt better when I did it. Not only just moralistically because I'm not contributing to the whole animal cycle torture killing thing, but also just physically in my body, I felt better. I was thinner, I was healthier, and I had more energy, and I felt healthier, and I was healthier. Now, I don't know. I just have not felt good. Not at all. I fake it well. I smile. I can act like I'm all together on here and whatever, but my feet hurt so bad at night. Um I can't even explain it. They're just super super cold, or they are really burning hot. Ooh, I will check him out. Let me grab that link because I'll probably have to save it some way. Because I think if I click on it, it's going to knock me out of the page. But I'm not on StreamYard, so I'm just. Dr. Zeus? Is that the right one? No. I'm not sure how to get to that link, Hill, so you'll have to like send it to me in an email or something. Egg Craig. Okay. Well, and there's a lot of celebrities that are vegan. Alicia Silverstone is one of them. Joaquin Phoenix, Miley Cyrus, the guy she's married to, Liam Hemsworth, have gone vegan. So there's a lot of people doing it. I'm not alone, and thank God I'm not alone because, frankly, I'm alone in a lot of things. This is not one thing that I really would want to be because this is a really hot topic. It really is. There's people like on the red carpet that refuse to wear anything made of an animal skin, and they're using all vegan type of materials in their outfits that they wear. Good for them. One person whose channel I love that I watch a lot because she's also Jewish is Mayim Bialik. She was Blossom years ago on a show called Blossom. She's been on other things too, but that's the thing I remember her most from. And Big Bang Theory. She plays Sheldon's girlfriend on Big Bang Theory. Oh, she's not married to him anymore. Okay, sorry, Hill. I must have watched an older video. I gotta let Boo. I gotta let Bobo Silver in. Hold on. Hi, Bo. Hang on, y'all. I need to use the restroom and I need to feed the kitty cats. I will be right back. Hi, Bo. How are you? How are you, Bo? I'm gonna get you some food in a minute, Bo. I'll get you some food. Hang on, Bo. I'll get it. I know you're hungry. I know. I know, funny. I'll get you in a minute. All right, Bo. I'll get you some food, buddy. Where is it? Okay, hang on. Yeah. Katie, you need some food too, bud? There you go, guys. Eat up. Okay, I'm back. All right. Hi, Brighter Days. Oh, nobody said anything. Okay, I didn't miss anything. Other than Brighter Days gave me some eyeballs. You know, I heard about that today, Nosy Neighbor, about that video. I was watching one of the pro vegan videos that I was watching, and they said something about that. I'll have to check it out. There's all these good things you guys are telling me about. Anyway, I will be letting you know, how it goes for me and everything, of course. I had my one last hurrah today. I ate the scallops and the lobster stuff, and as of, like I said, when I get more food stamps and can get more stuff that's vegan, I will. But right now I have what I have and I got to use up what I have. And oh, I already know about Earthlings. I've seen it. I have seen Earthlings. I've seen some of the other ones too. I'm well aware of all of those. I mean, honestly, originally, Nosy Neighbor, when I started thinking about getting meat out of my eating habits, was after I watched about the factory farming, and especially about like the cow that didn't want to go into the slaughter and the chickens who, well, you know what happens to chickens and their beaks and stuff. I don't want to get into details, but that was enough for me. I was like, I can't do this anymore. I started bursting into tears and crying and screaming and angry and hurt and sad for those innocent creatures that could not do anything about what was about to happen to them. I'm very empathic, even when it comes to animals. I mean, I could put myself in their situation, in their, shoes, so to speak. And I mean, just imagining somebody just grabbing you and shoving you up against a cage and hurting you in that way. And it's awful. Ugh. I couldn't, I began thinking right away, me eating this stuff is saying I'm okay with this kind of thing. And I can't, no, they're not. I can't hide my head in the sand when it comes to that kind of thing. I just can't. And haven't been able to for a long time. So this isn't something that, like I said, one day I just decided, oh, I woke up today and decided I'm going to go vegan. Woohoo. It'll get me views on YouTube. No, it has nothing to do with any of that. Don't care about the views on YouTube about it. It has to do with my health. It has to do with the lives of animals that don't have a say, don't have voices. Because I'm pretty darn sure if animals had voices, they would say, please don't do this to me. Please let me live. You know, I just can't do it. And I realize it's going to be a hard thing for people that are hunters and fishers, fishing people. I mean, heck, my kids grew up working in a bait shop. So did I. Not grew up, but worked there in my first marriage. It was a big part of our life was bait and tackle, supplying eels, sure. Leeches and mealworms and bait. Hi Blake. So yeah, it's something different for me too, in a sense. I mean, this radical is very different for me. But I've had many times in my life at different points where I came across vegetarianism, veganism. So for instance, back in my first marriage, I attended a Seventh-day Adventist church and used to go to their spaghetti dinners. And because I was looking for a church to go to, and somebody had told me about it. Yeah, I know, nosy neighbor. To me, either way bothers me, but I know what you're saying about that. Um, I used to go to vegetarian dinners, and I couldn't believe that their meatballs were not meat. I still wish I would have stayed in touch with people from there, so I at least would have known how they made those darn meatballs. So I'm trying different kinds of meatballs now, like meatless meatballs, of course. Different recipes. There's one with buckwheat. There's one with lentils. There's all different ways to make meatless meatballs. So I'm checking them out. The ones in the store, frankly, are not that great tasting. I don't like them. I mean, they're good for like quick stuff, but I'm also not real keen on buying a lot of processed foods. I'll use them once in a while, like the meatless crumbles. I'll use those. But a lot of that stuff has processing and things that are not that great for the body either. So closer to nature is kind of what I lean towards. Anyway, so that was the first, probably, other than the year that I had gone vegetarian as a kid, the first time I had talked to anybody regarding vegetarianism was at the Seventh-day Adventist church. And then after that, a few years later, when I got pregnant with, was it Randy? Randy, yeah, and decided to have a home birth. My midwife was Mennonite, and my midwife's assistant was not Mennonite. She was just studying to be a lay midwife, basically to help the other midwives in the Mennonite community. And at the same time, there was a lady from the Seventh-day Adventist church who I befriended. She was my labor coach. She was fully vegan, and she would tell me about how every morning she would give her children oatmeal and she would make them these smoothies and whatever. And I just remember thinking, yeah, but that's weird. Like, don't they eat eggs? Don't they eat any kind of chicken or meat or whatever? And she's like, no, we don't eat meat in our household. We're fully vegan. We don't eat anything like that because Ellen White, who is who they follow in the Seventh-day Adventist Church, her teachings, forbids it and says that meat was never meant to be ingested by the body. Now, I'm not Seventh-day Adventist, so don't go there and think, oh, well, Dee Dee's just jumping on the Seventh-day Adventist bandwagon. But I do believe that there are dietary things that are healthier for us than other things that we do. And one of the things that I've always wondered about and had concern over is eating animals because of the fact that when you are about to die, you have toxins going through your system. You're scared. Your body is putting out a lot of negative vibes. And I guarantee you, animals are no different. So when you're ingesting something that just had fear and toxins running through its body, I really believe there's energy in this world. Animals have energy, people have energy, everything has energy. And you are basically ingesting a negative form of energy into your body. And people wonder why they're dying of cancer, why they have health problems. Not saying it causes every form of cancer and every health problem, but why not err on the side of caution and just suppose it might. For me, like I said, with my lack of circulation in my feet and my hands, I'm willing to take that chance. I'm willing to take a stand against, this kind of commonly accepted viewpoint on things. So whatever, bring the criticism on. I'm ready for it. I just know that that's coming my way. But I also know there's enough people that feel the way I do about this that I have support. So it's all good. Whatever. Hi, Bowie. Do you have enough to eat, bud? You must have. You're cleaning yourself over here. There's our Bobo. That's the other thing. I started thinking about Grandma Ducky's video about killing the dogs and the cats in China and stuff and selling them in the market. What's the difference? An animal's an animal. Now we'll say, well, they're domesticated animals, and so we have a problem with that. If you grew up in China, having dog or cat for lunch or dinner is the norm. You don't know any different. When you're a baby, mom's feeding you spoonfuls of or forkfuls of, could be horse meat, whatever, for all you know. You don't know any different. To them, it's the same. It's no different than killing a cow, a goat, a lamb, a horse, a deer, whatever. I don't see the difference either. So I'm against both. So there you go. I look at my cats. Could I ever kill and eat my cat? Heck no. Ever. Could I walk up to a cow, pet a cow, hug a cow, and then kill it? No, I couldn't. Nor could I stand there and watch somebody do it. So how can I just sit back and say, I'm fine. It's in a package. I don't have to see that happening to it. So I'm fine with it. I don't like thinking about it. Why eat something where you have to literally turn off your brain from thinking about how that came into your household in order to eat it? That makes no sense to me. And I just been thinking a lot about it for myself personally. Like I said, to each their own. You're going to do what you do. It's not my job to try to convince anybody of anything. I'm just telling you why I made this decision. Yeah, I know, nosy neighbor. I know. I know. And then some people say, well, vegans, well, they're still not eating meat, but they're still eating a simulation of meat because I'm eating veggie crumbles. So, that still looks like ground beef. So are you really truly against the killing of animals because you're eating something that kind of looks the same as ground beef? I see your point. But you know what? I'm not going to go that crazy radical right now. Maybe someday I will get to the point where even that bothers me and I won't do that and I'll find a different form to eat. But at this point, as long as I'm not ingesting animal flesh, I'm okay with it. So I'm going to eat the veggie crumbles. I'm going to eat things that look like what I used to eat because that's easiest for me to transition that way. That's just how it is. Anyway, I agree with Nosy Neighbor. Why do humans think it's necessary to breastfeed from another species for their entire life? I remember hearing that too. And actually, this was another time I started thinking about vegetarianism. There's a book called Fit for Life by Harvey and Marilyn Diamond. It's an old book, very old. And it talks about macrobiotic eating, which means food combination, eating meat only with vegetables or proteins only with vegetables, eating carbohydrates only with vegetables, but not eating meat and carbohydrates together or protein and carbohydrates. And I started looking into that like years ago when I lived with my foster mom. I must have been in like my early 20s probably. And basically one of the things he talked about was milk, about cow's milk. And he said, do you realize that number one, what do cows eat? Like not when we feed them in the factories, but normally if a cow is left to graze, what are they going to choose to eat? They're going to eat vegetation. They're going to eat grass. So if the cow's smart enough to eat grass, healthy vegetables, what is wrong with us? No, but instead we have to feed the cow corn and all kinds of garbage to make it grow bigger and hormones to make more cows, fatter cows, more meat from the meat packing industry, and make them faster and bigger. And it's killing us. Those hormones are causing cancer. Those chemicals that are sprayed on those cornfields and the things that the cows are fed are killing us, because what they eat, we eat. If they eat it and we eat them, we're eating it too. And then I started thinking about fish. Fish eat worms. Fish eat a worm off of a hook. Now, somebody said, well, yeah, but the worm goes into the fish's stomach, so you're technically not eating a worm. But is that true? Because when you digest something in your stomach, isn't part of what we do in the digestive system to bring it into other cells in the body? So aren't we technically still eating like parts of the worm that the fish had on the hook? Or the insects? Yeah. No, thank you. I don't eat worms. And then eating those scallops today, I don't know if you know anything about, not the scallops, but the lobster, the little chunks of lobster. When I cooked it, like heated it up, it unraveled. So it was like long strips. And when it was in my mouth with the butter and it was warm, it felt like eating like a wormy type of thing, like a shrimp or like anything like that. So I was like, yeah, I think I can give this up now. I don't have a problem with it. All right, neighbor, no problem. So anyway, that's just some thoughts I had. And then Harvey also said cow's milk. Cow's milk was designed by the creator, God, the higher power, highest power, as far as I'm concerned, to make baby calves go from very small to very large very quickly. Because God wanted cows to grow, from calves into cows. So people are having trouble with dairy stuff now. Have you heard of lactose intolerance? Yeah, it could be that our body was never meant to be ingesting lactose. Actually, some people say that our body wasn't created to digest lactose. So people are naturally lactose intolerant. Now, whether you believe that or not, I know that I have trouble with dairy products. I always have. And the problem I have with dairy products and some wheat products as well is congestion. I can't breathe, usually out one nostril. If I go to bed after drinking a bunch of dairy stuff, eating ice cream, or having a big sandwich, guarantee you by the morning, my nostril is shut like this. It doesn't physically shut, but I get out of it. Yeah, I hear you, Mark. So, everybody's going to have different opinions on it. I get it, and I'm fine with that. That's fine. Whatever. I just know what I believe. As far as cheese, I'm trying to investigate and see how the vegan forms of cheese taste. Maybe I'll like those. I do like cheese. So let's see if there's a substitute for cheese that I can sprinkle a little bit on something that I'm used to putting cheese on. Then it won't be any big deal to not have dairy cheese. Anyway, yeah, one of the things they said today on the things I was watching was don't focus on what you're giving up, what you can't have. Focus on what you're adding to your plan. I like that because if I focus on what I'm giving up, yogurt, cottage cheese, cream cheese, sprinkle cheese, cheddar cheese, goat cheese, feta cheese, milk, there's a lot. When you're vegan, you give up a lot, technically, a lot of the old stuff. But you also gain a lot. You're going to find new ways to make salads. You're going to be able to eat macaroni and not have to worry about it. Honestly, another thing I was thinking was not only am I giving up cheese and animal products and all that, I'm giving up calories. There is a lot of calories. There are a lot of calories in animal products. A lot. There's a lot of fat in animal products. Now, of course, the keto people are going to fly at me and say, yeah, but fat is good. Fat doesn't cause you to gain weight. Okay. But I know from doing keto, and I was in ketosis for a while, my cholesterol went through the flipping roof and I was scared. And I had fatty liver disease too. Pretty sure I don't have that anymore since I stopped eating all that fatty stuff on the keto plan. Now, obviously, you don't have to eat like that on keto. So don't let people tell you that, oh, just eat a lot of fatty bacon and fatty meats and all that stuff. You don't have to eat that way. There are keto vegans, there's keto vegetarians. You can do it that way. You just have to find out how. But nobody is, nobody has an excuse these days to not eat healthier in some way. Because you can turn on anything on the internet. You can go to Pinterest, you can go to Instagram, YouTube, or just Google and find out what you want to know. Yes, I'm stopping butter too, Mark. All dairy, all animal, eggs, cheese, all the stuff I just listed, butter, all of it. And I already use olive oil, so that's not a problem. But maybe there's a vegan butter. I do eat soy. I had tofu this morning. I don't have a problem with soy once in a while. Doesn't bother me any. I'm not going to eat a whole lot of soy because I do have a thyroid issue going on. But who knows? Maybe my thyroid will heal too, and I won't need to take Synthroid or whatever, or at least not as high a dose. I don't know. I don't know what benefits this will have. We'll see in a year where I'm at. But I know this is something I've been wanting to do, and I've been talking about doing it. And I said when I got to the end of my weight loss journey, I would do it. Now, I'm not even close to the end of my weight loss journey, but I'm well on my way with my goals, and I feel confident that I know how to change things up when I need to. So I wanted to incorporate this. I want to see if this is going to help me shed these pounds and get healthier. It certainly can't hurt to not be taking in hormones into my body that don't need to be there, or chemicals, or pesticides, or whatever, herbicides, or I don't know what they use with animals. I have no idea. Or toxins from animals that are in pain and in fear. It just stands to reason for me. It makes sense that it's a positive change for me. So I will let you know how it all goes. I'm pretty psyched about it. I may have to wait a little while, like I said, till I have some more food stamps to work with and can do some more shopping and be a little bit more vegan conscious next time. But it will happen. I'm gradually transitioning at this point, just making different choices. Like today, even though I had the fish one last time for lunch, for breakfast, I took a tortilla. Yes, it was a white tortilla because that's all I had. And I put avocado, tofu, and some more of my lentils on it. And it was very good. It was tasty. I can't remember if I put a dressing on it. I might have put some oil and vinegar or something on it. I can't remember. But it was not bad at all. And it was very filling. I was not super hungry the rest of the day. Um, I had a salad for lunch. That's what I had with the scallops, by the way, and the fish, and the rest of that lobster stuff was a salad. So I don't know. I feel pretty good, to be honest with you. I had a couple chunks of dark chocolate today. Dark chocolate's really good as an antioxidant to have once in a while, a little bit at a time. And I had a banana with some peanut butter on it when I first woke up. Other than that, I haven't eaten anything. I really haven't been craving anything. I haven't really wanted to eat anything. I probably will have a little something. Oh, I did have some of those fake pork skin things. The pork chip, whatever they're called. Hey, Glow. Yes, Hillary, I am and have actually. I can't remember what kind it is, what brand it is. Not sure. Let me check. It's called Chosier, something like that. Chosia. I don't know. It's probably some French name or something. I'll spell it for you. Move, TT. I don't want to sit on you. That's the brand of it. Chaucier. It's from Aldi. And by the way, I need to get off of here like at about 7:55 because I'm working from 8 to 9. Yeah, isn't that weird? I'm working from 8 to 9 and I'm not tired. Interesting. Thank you, Hill. I'll check them out. Hi, Maria Engraved. I don't remember you. Should I remember you? I don't remember your name. Were you under a different name or this name? What? I never have WhatsApped you. Okay. Coming out of the woodwork tonight, I see. I don't even use WhatsApp. Exchange books. What? All right. Anyhow, so yeah, I think so. Troll. Most likely. Yeah, I don't know what books we used to exchange. What are you talking about? And I never used WhatsApp. You sure you got the right room here? Try down the hallway a few doors. Huh? No. I don't remember that, Maria Engraved. I doubt that. Nice thought, though. Hey, Poetry Pebbles. You're welcome to stay regardless. Okay. I'm glad you remember something I don't remember. I'm kind of old anyway, so I tend to forget stuff. Ugh. Anywho, so yeah, I'm working 8 to 9 tutoring. Actually doing better this week at tutoring than I was doing. So I'm happy about that. I want to show you guys this cute picture of Neo that I took. Neo's getting neutered on the 12th of this month. And look at this cute thing Matthew built for Teddy Bear. You know, Teddy likes the mattresses outside the doorway. So Matthew built him a tent over the mattress. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of hard to see. Can't hardly see him. Maybe I'll try to upload it and then show it to you because he kind of blends in with everything. It's hard to show pictures on here. Let's see if I can share it to my email and then show you because it's so cute. Okay. Let's deal with that. All right. Thank you, Mark, for the thumbs up. There's some craziness going on up in here. Wow. Okay. Sorry, Maria. I think you lost your way. It ain't that kind of a room, Chica. Not that kind of room. Yeah, I know. That wasn't gonna fly in here. You know that. You know I'm not all about that mess. It was very. You need to check out one of those other drama chat rooms if you want to talk like that. This is not the place, and I'm not the one. No, thank you. Not into all that mess. Hang on, honey. I assume. Is that you? No. It's you, honey. Uh-oh. What did you come home with? All kinds of goodies and baddies. There's the baddie.
So they have
Ooh.
cream cheese, regular cheese, and then I got you the crumble.
Thank you, honey.
Your schnit was expensive.
Well, yeah, it's not cheap. So we got some mozzarella sticks.
It was like $20 for all of your stuff, and then 10 for mine.
Some boca. Oh, I love boca.
I got 2 of them.
This is the best veggie crumble you're ever going to eat.
Because it was only like $4.
Couple of those. Thank you, honey. That's yours.
No, it's yours.
Mine?
You said you wanted some pork, didn't you?
You know what?
What? I know.
You need to just
I
quit.
know lots of things.
Dairy-free cream cheese.
That was like the only one they had.
See, God knew.
My arm still hurts.
Diet Dr. Pepper?
Yeah, no, the new cream one, honey. They got diet now, so I wanted to try it.
I want to try it too. I love cream soda.
Listen here, dude. I am almost 30-something years old, okay?
Okay.
I think I'm allowed to have things that are my own.
Not cream soda. I love cream soda.
Wait, I should be the first.
Yeah. Well, actually, I have a cup here, honey. So
It's got caca in it, honey. You should never have taught me that word. Now I use it for everything. Hey, buddy. Making sure the blanket stays?
here, I drank it. Thank you. That's good. I don't need a whole lot. It's good, hon.
Good does not mean stop, honey. I'm autistic. You have to be specific.
That's different. It doesn't taste like cream soda, but okay.
I know the actual not diet one tastes like cream soda.
Oh, the Felicia by Felicia. That's actually not a Go Lightly thing. That is something else. I think it came from another video on YouTube not years ago, but months ago.
I stuck your stuff where it's supposed to be stuck.
Oh, it's okay, Hillary. I do okay on a little bit of it.
What?
Diet pop.
Yeah.
That's why I told them not any more than that, because I don't want a headache. I don't drink a lot of diet pop anyway. I've been drinking a lot of green tea lately. Oh, why is my connection unstable on here again?
But they do have like butter and a bunch of other stuff.
Lady in there, Trisha, she says bye Felicia all the time. But bye Felicia, I'm not exactly sure where it came from, but it's been around a while. It's not Go Lightly's word. Hang on a minute, I'm going to check and see, because now I want to know. Now I'm curious. Where bye Felicia came from. Came from a scene in the American comedy film. Okay, what's it called? What's the American comedy film? Something Friday. Hang on. Comedy film Friday. According to Ice Cube, who starred in the film and co-wrote its script, bye Felicia is the phrase to get anyone out of your face. And it was used in the Friday scene. It's generally intended as a dismissive send-off. Makes sense. So that's where it came from, y'all. From Ice Cube, the rapper. Mark Jansen's I can't drink Zevia pop. I end up with major headaches from that within 15 minutes. I can't eat stevia, or I can have powdered stevia in small amounts, but I really don't do artificial sweeteners or even so-called natural sweeteners anymore. If I want something sweet, like if I'm desperate for some kind of sugary taste, I have some raw sugar. I take a pinch of it and go boop into my cup. That's about all the sugar or sweetener I do with powdered sugars or sweeteners. But I cannot, I can't do that. Stevia, whatever. I might try monk fruit someday if I ever want sweeteners again. But honestly, if you don't drink tea or coffee with sweetener, you don't even notice you're not drinking it with sweetener. After a while, you taste the coffee and the tea, and that's what you become accustomed to. And it really doesn't bother you. So that was interesting. We learned where Bye Felicia came from. It didn't come from Go Lightly, and it didn't come from Trisha. It came from the movie Friday with Ice Cube. Bye, Felicia. I think it's pretty funny myself, and I like to use it, but usually it is dismissive, and people take it as an insult when you say it. So, hi, love.
Hi, honey. Look at that pretty eye, honey.
Quit doing the one eye thing. That's just weird. We're not like those kind of crazy
it's
people,
my
honey.
Signature, honey.
Yeah, no, you don't want that
You
kind of
can't
signature.
Take away somebody's signature.
That signature
Then
is creepy.
They have no identity.
Oh, you only heard Go Lightly say it. Well, because she imitates what she hears. Like rappers and singers and music and yeah. Hi, G Marie. G Marie behind the mask. Hey, D33. And May. G says hi, May.
Hey, little G.
Matthew's making himself some chicken nuggets with mozzarella cheese on them. I don't know what I will eat. I'm not sure. Probably nothing. I'm kind of good tonight. Maybe a little snacky or
I
something.
think that's about the first thing I ate today.
Yeah. Wow, I won't feel so bad about leaving tonight because there's like only 6 people in the room. How do you get protein when you're vegan? Beans, like legumes, lentils. Believe it or not, there are vegetables that actually are high in protein. The thing with veganism and not getting what you need is the B vitamins. So you take a supplement, you can do a sublingual supplement, like a drop that goes under your tongue, that kind of thing. I'm sure Hill will fill me in on all of that. I want to make sure I keep strong in whatever vitamins I need to have, that kind of thing. But yeah, there are vegetables that are very high in protein. And actually, there is a fallacy thinking that we need a lot of protein. The fact is, we get more than enough protein, most of us in America. We are overeating protein. And people are ending up with kidney problems, kidney damage from too much protein. It's very easy to get protein from many different things if you're eating from different food groups. You don't necessarily need animals to have protein. Yeah. Trying to remember, there is a vegetable that is super high in protein. I can't remember if it's tomatoes or I just saw this the other day because somebody had asked that on this one video I was watching. Oh, just a minute. I'm going to see if I can find it. How can a vegan get protein? How does a vegan get protein? How do we get protein? Let's see how we're going to get protein. Matthew's meowing like a cat over here. Well, this is showing a protein drink with different roots and algae in it. Algae is good protein. A lot of sea kelp and seaweed and algae and stuff like that. There's a lot of plant foods that are protein based. So let us see some of them. Satan and not Satan. Not like the devil. It is a type of gluten, which I obviously probably would not go towards because I don't eat a lot of gluten. Tofu, tempeh, and edamame, which is soy. You can have protein from that. Lentils, I said that one. Chickpeas and most beans. Yes, spinach has a lot of protein in it. Nutritional yeast is a big one for vegans and vegetarians. And it's good in B12 too. Spelt and teff, which is another type of grain. Hemp seed. Flax is another one I think that has protein. Green peas, spirulina, which is a water type based seaweed type thingy. Quinoa. Ezekiel bread, which comes from sprouted grains, is very delicious. I love Ezekiel bread. Soy milk, which I don't drink. I drink almond milk, which is also got protein in it. Oatmeal has protein in it. Wild rice has protein in it. Chia seeds, I also eat a lot of those. Protein rich fruits and vegetables are, let's see. Vegetables with the most protein include broccoli, spinach, asparagus, artichokes, potatoes, sweet potatoes, and Brussels sprouts. Oh, I'm so happy. I love Brussels sprouts and I can't get enough of them suckers. 4 to 5 grams of protein per cooked cup. Sweet corn is a common food that contains about as much protein as the other vegetables. And fruits have a lower protein than vegetables do. This came from Healthline, Gloria. The 17 best protein sources for vegans and vegetarians. It's just a thing I looked up just now. You and me both, since I'm doing this. I need to know too. But I had heard that, like, spinach and stuff like that, the green vegetables have a lot of protein in them, or at least as much as animal products do, without the chemicals and toxins and whatever. Um, oh my goodness, this computer. There's a lot of people that were animal eaters all their life, and eventually they find out they can't eat animals anymore at some point because of heart disease, high blood pressure, diabetes, whatever. And eventually they have to stop eating them whether they want to or not. So I would rather ward off the possibility of that happening and do it ahead of time than have to be plunged into a shocking realization later on in life. Yeah, I love seaweed too. It's really good, but I don't know where to get any. And I would like to get some from the store. I need to figure out where they sell it. I don't think our local grocery store sells it. We looked the other day and there wasn't any in there. I think I would have to go to like a store in the mall or something. I don't know, or order it online. Not sure. Yeah, Teddy slept out in that little hutch all day. The little tent you built him.
I'm glad, Mom.
Yeah, he liked it. After he got used to that thing blowing on him.
Yeah. I'll make them more sturdy, better ones tomorrow.
Yeah. Do you have your phone over there with you?
No, it's right there behind the computer.
I want to send you something.
Okay, I'll get it in a second.
It's fine. Yeah, the health food aisle in the grocery store. Well, we looked in the health food aisle. There was nothing. No seaweed. I think your stuff is done on.
I know, I'll get it in a second.
Okay. Hang on, y'all. I'm sending my husband a couple pictures here. There you go. Oh, Walmart might have it. Yeah, that's true. You're right, Glow. I could just drive to Walmart and pick some up. They might have a bigger selection of healthy stuff anyway, because it is Walmart after all.
Maybe.
Oh, you just checked. Okay. Oh, you mean like online? Oh, excuse me. Yeah, Walmart online may have it. Or would have it, I mean. But I mean, like our local Walmart might have it too. I can check it out a little bit later. I did not see your new card decor. I would love to see your new card decor though. Is it on your video? I will check for it and take a look. Oh, cool. You made a video. Oh, you're rocking card decor. I see. Oh, cool. Glow, that's awesome. Look at her. Look at her floor thing.
Nice.
That's awesome.
No, I'm jealous.
Matthew's jealous, Glow. Wow. Where'd you get your mats at? Those are neat. Are they like 3D or something? They look like you're putting your feet like into the planets or something. It's amazing. Yeah. Wow. What kind of car do you have, Glow? Oh, look, you got a steering wheel cover too.
Is it the same kind?
No. No, hers is like a red leatherish one. A Hyundai Elantra. I've never heard of it. Sounds nice though. I love my Camry. I'm so glad to have a Camry again. I never thought I'd have one. Oh, man. All right. Well, I don't have anything else to talk about. I know. I'm happy for you too. You know, there's a Bible verse that says that what Satan meant for harm, God turned it around for good. The story of Joseph in the Bible, he got beat up by his brothers and pretty much left for dead, and then got sold to some people in Egypt as a slave. He ends up becoming the king, and years later, his brothers, through a different bunch of circumstances, end up coming to the palace where he's now the king, the pharaoh, and he ends up forgiving them and tells them that's okay. Don't be bad. Don't feel bad. Don't feel sad, because what Satan meant for harm, God turned around for good. And that's what he does. And that's what he did for you and me, both. And gave us some awesome friends in the process, although you were technically already friends
Better.
with them.
You were getting up for it.
It is. It's worth it just seeing your smile.
No smile, honey. I don't see no smile.
Yes, you do. Yeah, it's really nice having a car. Being able to go
Oh, I never
do
said it to
laundry. What?
you.
Never sent what to me?
Nothing.
Okay.
You might just be my new background dog
Mm.
instead of my wife.
Laundry and grocery shopping and carrying stuff and whatever. And mine's got a nice trunk, a very nice sized trunk. So thanks again to Gravy K for her kindness and good heart. What, honey? Yeah. We did laundry at Carol's house the other day. So we got some clothes to last us a while. Yeah, I love having a big trunk. It's so nice. I get like, what do we get? 3 baskets in the hamper in there or something in our trunk?
And like 4 or 5 bags of groceries.
Yeah, and groceries in there too. Very nice. I mean, it's not like a truck where you can put it in the hatch and transport.
Right, but at least you ain't got to worry about it
pallets.
blowing away.
But yeah, we don't have to worry about stuff blowing away because we can shut the trunk, and yeah, it's really nice. I'm very happy. Very thankful. Things are looking up for me this year. I mean, it's been a good year so far. Can't complain too much. Now tax season's coming along here. Going to have to get stuff gathered up for that, get ready for our tax appointment coming up. Hopefully get good return back, and maybe take a trip and go see my mom. I don't know. We'll see. My mom and my foster parents. I forgot to ask her today if we could stay there when we go in. I'm sure we could, but I don't know. Carol said she doesn't think she can have people stay, so
Don't they own their own place?
no, not even close. They pay rent like we do. Aw, hi Bowie. Hey Bobo. Keep an eye on your chicken. You don't overdo it and burn it so you can't eat it.
Well, they were just like cold. So
Oh, you got your renter's rebate? That's good, Glow.
what is a renter's rebate?
Money you get back for renting, I guess. Maybe if you pass inspection or something. Which my foster mom gave me an idea today. Once we get the house paid off, we could technically rent it out to somebody with the agreement we would keep the rent low if they'd be willing to fix it up while they live here. And then we would do monthly or tri-monthly inspections or whatever. I thought that was a great idea. I didn't even think of that.
That is a very good idea.
Vermont has this perk. Every year you get back a percentage of the rent you paid back. So cool. Do you want to go out, Bowie? I think Bobo wants out. Just a minute, y'all.
I'm gonna move to Virginia.
You want to go out, buddy? You can go out. Go ahead. Out into the night. I smell gravy. Not the woman either. All right, y'all. I'm going to get going because I need to get ready to tutor for an hour from 8 to 9. And by then I'll be tired and going to bed. We have 4 kitties now, Glow.
2 and 3.5.
3.5? We don't have a half of a kitty.
I don't consider it officially our cat until he's chipped to
Oh,
us.
Matthew doesn't consider Neo our cat until he's chipped to us. Well, I'm not going to stand there and watch them chip him because that upset me that they did it to,
I'll watch.
what's his name?
Bobo.
Bobo. Yeah.
Loho.
We now have
Or cat.
Teddy Bear, Me, Bobo Silver, and Neo. That's who we got.
I wish they'd hurry up and get out new season 1.
Of what?
Alexa and Katie.
I know. This is Bobo. You haven't seen him yet, Glow. That's Bobo Kitty.
Ow.
He's the half a cat. Bobo. Bowie. I'm sorry, not Bobo. Neo. Why am I calling him Bobo? Neo. Neo from the Matrix. Matthew named him.
Neo's my favorite so far.
Yeah, Neo, not Bobo. Neo, not Bobo, you dodo. Oh, man. Okay, y'all. I gotta go. Say your goodbyes now. Make sure I give you a chance to do that.
I'll miss you more. You really need to stop this Chinese torture.
Oh, wow, Glow. I believe you. Okay, we'll see you, everybody. Thanks for coming in.
Well,
God bless you. Love you. See you next time. Have a good night.